Front door open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. As a courtesy to everyone, please take a moment to silence any device you may have that could interrupt the meeting. Thank you. Go ahead and as we do every meeting, to the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to this meeting of the Mayor and Common Council of Westminster, Incorporated, February 5th, 1819. We're gathered here at the historic City Hall, originally an estate built in 1842 by Colonel John K. Longwell. The city acquired this building in 1939 and has been since the venue where the mayor and council conduct the city's business. One interesting fact about Westminster is William Henry Davis was born in Westminster in 1872. He was a trailblazing African-American educator and civil servant. After moving to Washington, D.C., he became a prominent figure in education and later served as special assistant to the Secretary of War under President Woodrow Wilson during World War I. Davis joined from small town Westminster to Davis's journey from small town Westminster to a national leadership role is a powerful example of local roots leading to a national impact. Moving on, the council typically convenes on the second and fourth Monday of each month. Please note that these meetings are open to the public here at City Hall and are also streamed live on the city's YouTube page as well as the Community Media Center channel and website. We extend our gratitude to the Media Center for their partnership in ensuring public access to these meetings. Copies of tonight's meeting and the entire information packet that the council will be using are available online at the city's website. Hard copies of the agenda are available here at the front of the room for those that are in attendance. We have a pretty light schedule today, so this should be a pretty brief meeting. We do have a special guest with us this evening from McDaniel College. As has been the tradition for a number of years now under the leadership of President Jaskin, McDaniel has sent a representative to our council meetings during the school year to foster a close and meaningful relationship with the city. This evening, we welcome Jenny Glennon. She is the Assistant VP of Administration and Government Relations. So if you'd like to say a couple of words, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you. So things have been really busy on the Hill. We were happy to welcome hundreds of admitted students on Saturday for our first admitted student day. And it was great to see the town decorated for St. Patrick's Day. So it was very festive. Most excitingly, we are opening a new School of Business and Technology. So we're currently in the process of searching for a new dean, and we have a goal of having it open by fall of 2027. And it's going to house accounting, business administration, computer science, economics, entrepreneurship, international business, marketing, and management. We're all very excited. And then I have two save the date announcements. So alumni weekend will be happening in just a couple of weeks. The weekend of April 17th to be exact. And we are looking forward to welcoming all the alumni back to Westminster, and anybody that's interested can check out all the activities on our website. And then lastly, our academic symposium is going to be on May 4th from 9 to 4:30. And the community, as always, is invited to enjoy presentations and lectures by students, faculty, and staff showcasing their scholarship and academic experience.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming this evening. Our first order of business is approval of minutes. We'll consider the approval of previous meeting minutes. We have one set of minutes to approve this evening, and that's the minutes from the Mayor and Common Council meeting on February 23rd of 26. May I have a motion to approve the minutes, please?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Dayhoff. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pecoraro. Is there any discussion on the motion on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, and the minutes are approved. We have one item on the consent calendar this evening. Is there a motion to approve?
So
Thank you, Mr. Pecoraro. Do I have a second? Second. Thank you, Mr. Huff. All those in favor of approving the consent calendar, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, and we will, and the consent calendar is approved. Reports from the mayor. Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a few items to report on this evening. This past Saturday evening, I attended the Ladies' Night at the museum at the Historical Society of Carroll County. This event, sponsored and taught by the League of Women Voters, provided attendees with a behind-the-scenes tour from the basement to the attic of the Kimmel House, Cocky's Tavern, and the Sherman Shulman House, as well as a look at some of the unique artifacts that were housed in the Society's collection. I just want to encourage everybody as the weather warms up. I want to encourage everyone to head downtown and enjoy what Westminster has to offer. I think this winter, with all the cold and the ice and the snow that we had, our small businesses could surely use your support after that. I don't think we're totally out of the cold weather yet, but take a minute to come into town and enjoy some sun. And then finally, I hope to see everyone this Saturday at the Celtic Cantor and Irish Festival. No guarantees on the weather, as always, for this event. But in my mind, this event in March kicks off our summer series. No, summer's still a way away, but kicks off our summer series and heralds in the season of strolls for the city of Westminster. And that's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. Now we'll move on to committee reports and right back to you on the Arts Council.
The only thing I wanted to say is just a reminder that the Peep Show will begin on March 27th, 2026 and run through April 6th, 2026 at the Town Hall of Westminster. This is the 19th year of the Peep Show, and plans are already underway for the 20th year, which will be in 2027.
Thank you very much. Economic and Community Development, Councilman Huff.
Mr. President, I have nothing to report.
Thank you. Finance Committee, Mr. Pecoraro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a couple of things. First of all, just wanted to mention that although we don't have any details yet, the budget preparations are on track. Ms. Imholz is working with the rest of the staff to put that together and planning in accordance with the general guidance they've gotten from the council passed on this. Looking forward to beginning the meetings to start reviewing the proposal from staff and bringing that to the full council for approval eventually. Also, just want to mention that the water and sewer study is complete. Look forward to briefing you all on the details of that, as we get the chance here.
Thank you, Mr. Pecoraro. Personnel Committee, Mr. Pecoraro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just will mention that I did speak to Ms. Imholz about this today. We're going to be getting together soon to discuss some issues there. We'll be until after our turn.
Thank you very much. Public Safety Committee, I do have a report on February 26, 2026. Two suspects entered the Ulta Beauty store in Westminster and stole $1,528.75 worth of cosmetic merchandise. Investigators identified the individuals involved, and the investigation determined that the suspects were associated with an organized retail theft ring that affected Ulta stores across multiple jurisdictions along the East Coast. Westminster Police Department is working with the state's attorney's office, where charges are being filed to hold organized retail theft subjects accountable. That is all I have for public safety. Get back to my meeting notes. Sorry about that. I launched my email by mistake. Recreation and Parks Committee, Mr. Dayhoff. I'm sorry?
Public Works.
Okay, we'll get back to Public Works in a minute. How about Rec and Parks first? I'm
Looking
shaking it up a little bit.
forward to the Celtic Cantor. Looking forward to the stroll season. And I have been working really hard to make sure that I'm in good shape with a .05 race this time.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now we will go to Public Works Committee, Mr. Pecoraro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just one thing I wanted to mention, and that is that The work continues apace on the Pure Water Westminster plant. We're very excited that the contractor is doing very well there. And while issues pop up because of some, I think, good planning and the ability to do different things, move other things forward when something else isn't ready. It's all staying on track, looking at the completion date of probably in January 27. So pretty much right on time as we had expected. And that's all I have there.
Fantastic. Okay, we will then move on to Technology Committee. Mr. Dayhoff.
Mr. President, we just recently received the latest in security training. I took it today. It's extremely good. And I'm really happy that Mr. Moore has brought that forward. Again, it's increasingly important. I read horror stories every day about cyber attacks, especially on municipalities.
How long will it take you?
26 minutes.
Thank
I'm a little slow.
Right. Anything else?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Intergovernmental, Mr. Huff.
Nothing to report tonight, sir.
Fantastic. We'll move on to council comments and discussion. Mr. Pecoraro.
I have nothing this evening, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Dayhoff.
No report, sir.
Mr. Huff.
No report.
Now, I'll go right along with that. We'll move on. Like I said, we have a light agenda today. We have ordinance and resolutions. We have one item before us this evening. The adoption of Resolution 2609, a resolution of the Mayor and Common Council of Westminster establishing snow emergency streets pursuant to Section 155-44 and Section 155-45 of the Code of the City of Westminster. Well, Chief Price isn't here, so
I'm
Deputy Chief, it's all yours.
Jason Jones, Deputy Chief of Police. Pursuant to City of Westminster Code 155-44, the mayor and common council are granted the authority to designate streets, portions of streets, as snow emergency streets by resolution. This designation is intended to facilitate the safe and efficient removal of snow during winter weather events. City Code 15544 further authorizes the Director of Public Works, upon the accumulation of snow to a depth of 2 inches or more within the city, to declare a snow emergency at their discretion. Upon such declaration, vehicles parked on designated snow emergency streets are required to be removed to ensure that snow removal operations and emergency vehicle access can be conducted without obstruction. The snow emergency remains in effect until the Director of Public Works determines that it is no longer necessary. We recommend adoption of this resolution, a resolution of the Mayor and Common Council of Westminster establishing the streets as snow emergency streets that are listed in the packet.
Thank you very much.
And that concludes the report.
Thank you, Major Jones. Appreciate that. Okay, may I have a motion for the adoption of Resolution 2609?
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr.
I
Pecoraro.
move we adopt resolution 26-09.
Thank you very much. Do I have a second?
Second.
I think you got to it first, Mr. Dayhoff, so we'll go with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any discussion related to the motion on the floor?
Mr. President.
Mr. Pecoraro.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I think, we gave this a pretty good test run during the snowstorm we had earlier. It was a good idea, to move in this direction. I think that Main Street and some other arteries, I think were cleared a lot more quickly. And it certainly helped get the businesses downtown, get back to, being open, customers could access them easily. It made it a lot easier to move around town. So I'm glad we're institutionalizing this. I think it's a good policy to be able to have on the books going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Pecoraro. Madam Mayor, you had something.
Similar to what Mr. Pecoraro stated, the only thing I'll add to that is I agree having these snow emergency streets, and I think that we sort of set the lead in Carroll County with this when we did this. Other municipalities in Carroll County, I think, were a little jealous that we were able to declare that for that first snowfall before it happened and get in there and get those streets cleaned. So thank you for the staff for putting this together.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Anyone else? I think I'll just add to it that just take another opportunity to just comment on, the great foresight that our city administrator and our staff had the way they set that up that's now leading to this resolution. I agree, we were out of the cutting edge. I have quite a few employees that work for me that live up in Pennsylvania, and they were just flabbergasted how once they hit the city line, the difference in the snow clearing versus their entire drive from Hanover and Gettysburg and places like that. So that's excellent work, and please make sure you pass that on to the staff. I know that's not really part of the resolution, but it's worth being said again. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other comments, any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor of adoption of resolution 2609, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. We have no unfinished business, no new business, and we will now move on to departmental reports. Ms. Imhoff.
Thank you, sir. We're a little light staffed today, given Ms. Gruber, quote unquote, the evening off, but she's actually working on Celtic Canter. So let me start with her report. We had nice weather today, as you all noticed. Wakefield Valley Park parking lot was full by this afternoon. It seemed like the entire town was over at Wakefield. So I'm happy to report that people are utilizing that park and seemed pretty happy about being down there. So that's really an important regional and local service for the community. And I want to thank the council for your insistence that we continue to move that forward to the place that it is today. Just as a reminder to the public, Celtic Canter is on Saturday. It starts at 9 a.m. with the foot race. That's a 5K. The 1 mile race starts at 10:15 a.m. And then, of course, as Councilmember Dayhoff mentioned, the 0.5 race starts at 11 a.m. It's not too late to sign up. You can continue to sign up through Friday. So if you're interested in running any of those races or participating, walking, skipping, please join us. The festival will be from 8 a.m. to noon. Then the pub crawl is from noon to 4 p.m. and two free trolleys are available from noon until 5 p.m. That's a full day for us. There's a lot of staff involved that make sure that thing goes down exactly to plan. And I want to take a moment to thank the whole staff for that. Almost every department is involved in one way, shape, or form in getting that event off the ground. So thanks to the staff, and I hope everyone enjoys that event. Are there any questions for the Recreation Department? Hearing none, I'm going to move on to the Public Works Department. We have installed a crosswalk warning system. Those are the solar crosswalks that you see in front of the library on Uniontown Road in front of Westminster Elementary School, because it's very difficult sometimes to see when you're crossing there due to the parked cars and then also the queuing from the school. So that's a bit more lit now. And we are aiming to, with a goal, not this fiscal year, but in the future, that all those mid-block crossings will have that type of crosswalk system that alerts when a pedestrian is in the crosswalk. Streets Department is busy filling potholes from the snow event. So Mayor and Council, if you see any or if you receive any complaints from your constituents, if you could please send those over to me. We'll get them in the queue, get those repaired as soon as possible. And finally, we will be paving the parking lots at Sherwood, the Sherwood and Albion parking lots. Those are the ones that are behind Winchester Exchange, across the street from Paradiso Restaurant. We will be resurfacing those starting Monday, March 16th. It will take about a week to get those resurfaced. The Streets Department is going to post no parking signs for those lots starting 5 p.m. on Saturday. So Celtic Canter will be over and done with. Then we'll post that by 5 a.m. on Monday the 16th, people need to have their cars moved. So if your car is there for Celtic Canter and you want to hang out all night, that's no problem at all. But by 5 a.m. Monday morning, we're going to need the cars moved in those lots. And then city staff are sending around letters to all the businesses on Main Street that use those lots to let them know. It's going to look great when it's done. Are there any questions for the Public Works Department?
Ms. Imhoff, so the closure of the parking lot, the entire lot will be closed the whole week?
The Sherwood and Albion parking lots will be closed for the week starting March 16th.
Ms. Imhoff, So tell me what the differentiation between Sherwood and Albion. I'm assuming that Albion's the small lot behind the old Albion Hotel, and that the Sherwood's the large lot across from Paradiso, is that right?
I don't know where the old
I
Albion
know, I
Hotel
do that
is,
to you all the time.
but the Albion parking lot faces 27.
Yeah, so that's where the hotel used to be, so.
And the Sherwood parking lot is directly behind the Winchester Exchange. So people who are wanting to park there can park in the Longwell garage.
What about the surface lot in front of City Hall, which is permit parking only? Are we going to allow folks to park there?
No, that lot is mostly full permit parking. So folks can park there's enough space in the Longwell garage to accommodate Sherwood and Albion. So that's where we're sending folks to.
Okay.
And the notices that are going out to the business community has a small map on the bottom of it. If we can call it a map, a little rendering that indicates which lot is which and where the garage is, just so folks who may be newer or, people that are
Don't know where the
employees,
Albion Hotel used to be.
people who don't know where the Albion Hotel used to be, can know from that handout. We'll also email that out to the Downtown Business Association.
Outstanding, thank you. Any other questions? Continue, please.
Okay, we have only shortened, since you wanted a shortened meeting, we only have a shortened report, so we're gonna move on to the planning department, Mr. Debo.
Thank you. On March 3rd, the Board of Zoning Appeals conditionally approved case 2601. This was an application by Carroll Community College for special exception trade school use at 110 Airport Drive. On March 4th, the Historic District Commission meeting was canceled as there were no applications before the HDC. And on March 19th, the Planning and Zoning Commission is tentatively scheduled to review the revised architectural elevations for 404 Malcolm Drive, which is a medical office building daycare proposed development. And that completes my report.
Well, that is the shortest planning report we've ever had in the history of. Thank you, Mr. Debo. Are there any questions for the planning director?
I think there's a Ravens game on tonight.
We'll keep our comments.
There's still a lot happening with the Ravens, so a lot to look at right now.
Interesting day, right?
Yes.
Sorry, we're getting way off. My fault.
All right, we will wrap up as we always do with the police department. Major?
The Westminster Police Department will be assisting with Leadership Carroll's Justice and Law Day on March 10th tomorrow. This event, sponsored by Carroll County Chamber of Commerce, is a collaborative effort involving the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, State's Attorney's Office, local court system, and other Carroll County government partners. During the program, participants in the Leadership Carroll class of 2026 will receive an overview of the local justice system, including presentations from public safety leaders, tours of the courts, the detention center, and discussions on how the justice system operates in the county. In the afternoon, the Westminster Police Department personnel will assist with demonstrations and interactive presentations on modern policing, including police vehicle displays, scenario-based training, traffic stop simulations, and other public safety demonstrations. This event is designed to provide community leaders with a firsthand understanding of how law enforcement operates in Carroll County.
Thank you, Major Jones. Are there any questions for the police department? Mr. President, that concludes the departmental reports.
Thank you very much. Okay, we will move on to citizens' comments, the final item on our agenda, during which we invite the public to address the mayor and council on any issues related to tonight's agenda or other matters. For those of you not attending the meeting this evening, we welcome your comments via email at comments@westminsternd.gov. All email comments will be shared with the mayor and council. Please include your address and phone number with your comments. And now we'll invite comments from those present this evening. This is an opportunity for the public to share their thoughts with the mayor and council. Our role at this point is to listen to your comments and respond appropriately after consulting with staff and each other. If there's anyone here this evening that does wish to comment, please state your name and address for the record. Is there anyone?
Okay, one person. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Sally Taylor. I live at 1260 Guilford Road in Eldersburg. Where I'm not a Westminster member, resident. I wanted to come up and formally introduce myself to the mayor and common council for I'm running for House Delegates, District 5, and I just wanted to let folks know that I'm about and around, and I would certainly appreciate any thoughts that you all might have for me, and maybe after the meeting. I have something, if it's appropriate, to share with Mr. Pecoraro from years ago when we were at the YMCA. I lived in Frederick. Greg was in.
Wow, this is really old.
Yeah, and here in Westminster, and we would take kids down to Annapolis to do the youth and government. It was about 3-4 days.
Yes.
And we had a great time introducing kids to state government. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor.
At the very least.
Yeah, that's a
You want to see-
That's been entered into. We can see that.
I want to see it entered into the record.
Anyone else have any comments? Hearing none, that concludes our agenda and the meeting. Our next regularly scheduled meeting will be Monday, March 23rd, 2026. And with that, and without objection, we are adjourned.